cringy.
Hello everyone, welcome to How to Navigate Your Menu. Today we're gonna go over the we're gonna go over the menu buttons. So first of all, right, the first button is we're gonna leave, join the Discord, or leave the lobby. Exit desktop, you can understand, you're not illiterate. Go to locker, basically, you go to the locker room and then you can join all the lobbies. And then join our Discord, which will open up a Discord link, and this might not work on the quest unless you somehow have, Discord on the quest. Next thing, the second menu on the bottom right here, it gives you every customization option possible. It gives you all the shoulder types in the game, as of now. It gives you all the helmet, the armor. If you want, you can look like a weeb, or you can look like, him. I don't know why you will want to, but
You don't want to look cool? Interesting.
yeah. And you also have a color wheel right here. You have brightness and all those settings, and really, you can
And then
customize
there's
your
a little
character.
mannequin
Yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
over here
over here,
that shows you what you look like.
and you can pretty
Lighting is
much,
different on maps though, so make sure to look at your hands.
yeah, and you can pretty much look like whatever you want. Like for
This is
example,
showing me
right?
on locker room.
Yeah, for example, his blue is more blue than it would be normally because the lighting here is a bit blue, you know? But that's about
Yeah,
everything.
usually be a purple.
Okay, next button. This one right here, the third button, is basically your button for single player game modes. This is if, let's say, you want to go to the Monster Arena, right? And then you can play like PvE or Boltopia, which as of this recording are broken, however, as of the next patch should be fixed. It's probably fixed by the time you're watching this. If it's like, just 2 days since I released this video, probably not. Okay, fourth video right here. This will tell. Oh shoot, I'm in versus. Oh no. He always kills me when I'm in versus. But if you're in versus,
Versus.
he.
We're in versus?
Oh no. Uh,
Here.
but if you're in versus, right, you're probably gonna be able to kill people on free reign. If let's say it says you're in sandbox mode, probably not a good idea. Okay, after I respawn, I'll go to the next modes. The next mode right here is called your inventory. Don't wonder why I had the battle axe selected. That was a mistake. 100%, maybe.
You. How dare you, Brian?
Bonk.
No.
But yes, this is your inventory. Allows you to summon weapons, and as of this current patch, there is no cooldown. This is abusable in every game mode, really. However, you want to try not to.
Please
don't.
refrain if you're dueling someone. Unless you agree to like a cool, thrilling dagger fighting match, please don't do this. Oh, I dumped that.
I think I'm maybe the better thrower.
Maybe.
Maybe. Well, anyways, as I go through the menus again and keep dodging his attack, the question mark right here is how you start the tutorial again.
Wait, I have a double dagger.
Oh no. Okay, let's ignore the bugs for now. The question mark is go to tutorial. You'll pretty much never use this button because as of now, the tutorial's pretty not that great, which is why you're watching this. And if this is part of the tutorial, that's a win for me. But okay. And the next button right here is your controller options. Your settings.
I'm there too, Brian. You never remember.
Okay, so I shall try doing this while dodging his attacks. Come on. I probably could do it because, Okay, the first one's calibrate height right here. If let's say you're short like gravy, right? What you're gonna do is stand at your full height, click calibrate height, and then that'll make your character the correct size. For example, if let's say I'm shorter, right, and I kneel down and I click calibrate height, now I am probably tiny. The next one is your controller options. This allows you to, select different options for which hand is your main hand, which hand is your other hand. I'm pretty sure
don't
main
jump
hand.
and make your height taller because you can't jump in this game and you'll float. So.
Yeah. So please make your height the correct height if you can. I don't really know what the main hand does. That's not very clear, but it probably does something. Grip toggle is if you want to click grip, right, or if you want to hold down to hold weapon. So that way, if you let go, right, it throws the weapon versus, just clicking again to do all that stuff.
Hand I think is like what hand you have movement controls.
Oh, okay. I thought that would be in No, that's in locomotion hand. Yeah. So the next one is your locomotion options. For me, right, I can have smooth turn because I don't get motion sick. But
defeated.
I forgot that this was versus. Oh god. Can we go standoff too? Or
Brian.
pain, man. But you know here, trackpad type, this is if you want snap turning or if you want smooth turning. Locomotion type, trackpad versus controller, if it follows your controller or if you're just using, this thing right here. The controller motion basically means that if, let's say, I do this, right, it will follow the direction of my main hand controller. For example, my locomotion hand is my left hand right now, or it should be anyways. And then the turn rate is how fast you turn. So if, let's say, you can turn 300 let's say you can turn 360 degrees, right? Um, yeah, turn it at the max speed. But if, let's say, you can't, you can go at the slow speed right here and augment it with your like actual movement speed. But yeah, I suggest it at the higher one if you can hold it. But like you might be motion sick. Okay, next one right here, nameplate toggle. Basically, if let's say you have Gravy over here, right, and you're tired of like seeing his name all the time, his name's gone now. It looks a lot nicer, but at the
Wow,
same time,
that's
he's
kind
probably
of
never
mean.
gonna be able to. I'm sorry, Gravy. I'm sorry, Cook. But
You maybe don't want to use this unless you are in a lobby with veterans and you recognize them all.
yeah. Because like if you're a bunch of new players and like you don't really want to call him, hey, guy with the blue hat, right? Or hey, you, the guy in the
The
green
weeb.
armor, right? Yeah. You probably want to keep this on unless you're very forgetful and you don't want to, make a scene of you forgetting people's names because you're like, oh, hey, I never knew your name in the first place. But yeah. Oh no,
Hey,
nameplate.
guy with the deep voice.
Yeah, nameplate
Don't do that.
toggle right now isn't working because I can toggle it on and off and it doesn't do anything. But before you saw that, there were nameplates. Hopefully, if you didn't, go.
Please do the proper thing and call this man right here, this beautiful man, Boone O'Brien. That's his name. That's how he likes to pronounce.
Nah, just ask them what their name is if your nameplates are toggled off. So you see this spawn camera thing? If I click it, right, it just forms another POV. However, it is chronically what can I say? Laggy. If I do it on my computer, oh no. Yeah, he can do it, but like if I do it on my computer's gonna crash because I'm recording and like doing a bunch of other. No, I'm not gonna grab it. But if someone does have a camera out there and you click the grip button, right? I'm not gonna do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Brian.
Yeah, but
If
if
you click the grip button, unless you
yeah,
have good PC or good Wi-Fi or both, you're gonna
yeah,
lag to death.
yeah, you basically have a well, not a seizure, but your frame rate goes down to like
There's
5
no
and then you
guarantee
die.
that you don't actually fall on a spike and die. Please
That's
forgive
true.
me.
Be careful about these things because you can grab them from afar right now. You see how when I hover over it, it highlights. See how when Gravy has like his hand close to it, he can grab it even if like he's not close. That's because this thing grabs from quite a far range away. So be careful about that. You can use spectator camera here to enable or disable it, but we're not gonna play around with those. But you can find out what the settings do on your own. Next thing, sound. This one is a major option right here. Yes, pause. Oh, he muted himself. Oh, and he left. Pain. But sound right here is very important. The master volume, you can probably guess what that is, but when you're joining the game, your volume's probably very loud. Everyone's probably going to sound like, inhuman children screeching into their mics. That's why you turn everyone's voice volume down to 80. That's because when it's at 100, which is the default state as of this current patch, right? What happens is that, it just doesn't sound great. This is one of the most important options. I'll probably like just make a video yelling at you to do this because you really should. Your mic input is what you want right here, right? So for example, right, if I change it to my actual microphone or my other microphones or whatever, then the people in game won't be able to hear me. This is useful if, let's say, you want your streamers to like hear you, right, but you don't want what is it, the people in game. So I can set this Vvox mic to, right? It's like a dummy mic, and then I can talk into my like actual headset mic, and you'll still be able to hear me while I'm recording. The mute button right here, as of this current patch, actually is per lobby. So don't be surprised if you're talking all of a sudden, and people are like, oh hey, I can hear you, right? Because the mute button is per lobby. So if you want a more consistent mute, right, change your Vvox mic to another mic, for example, VB audio cable. Okay, here we go. So now for the video settings. Most of these settings are actually pretty nice to have. It makes things look a lot better, higher poly models, higher quality textures, and all that. But if let's say you're really digging for
Defeat.
higher quality graphics or whatever, right? You can click this plus button and scroll down. It doesn't automatically scroll for you, and you can change your V pixel density. And this is a major setting for performance and or for better screenshots, because even if let's say you have your Rift S or Quest or like whatever headset you're using, right? You can double it for screenshots, or you can have it so that you're running like at 100 FPS on like a decent-ish headset mic, and I mean not headset mic, but video card.